Begin with breaking news. President Moon Jae-in's senior delegation has just arrived in Pyongyang for a historic visit, the first in more than a decade. Our chief Cheongwadae correspondent Moon Connyoung starts things off with what to expect from the diplomatic dialogue across the border.
A charter flight carrying South Korean President Moon Jae-in's special delegation, led by his top national security advisor and represented by his chief intelligence officer, took off for North Korea Monday afternoon, marking the first such visit under the Moon administration and the first in 11 years. Prior to leaving for Pyongyang on Monday, President Moon's national security director leading the delegation said he'll relay the South Korean leader's hopes for North Korean nuclear disarmament and a permanent peace on the Korean Peninsula.
I will certainly deliver President Moon's firm resolve to achieve a denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula and genuine and permanent peace on the Korean Peninsula. My team and I will also push for in-depth talks to find ways to help arrange the restart of dialogue between North Korea and the US.
North Korea has repeatedly said it will not put its nuclear program on a negotiating table, while the United States has made it clear that it doesn't want talks for the sake of talks and set all options, including military measures, on the table. Chung, a longtime diplomat, heads a 10-member delegation that includes intelligence chief Seo Hun, with a 30-year career at South Korea's intelligence agency, who's been involved in the coordination of the two previous inter-Korean summits in 2000 and 2007, and Vice Unification Minister Chun Hae-sung, another veteran official in North Korean affairs, for the next 2 days in Pyongyang that will most likely include talks with leader Kim Jong-un.
The high-profile delegation is to reciprocate the trip by North Korean leader Kim Jong-un's sister and special envoy Kim Yo-jong on the occasion of the Pyeongchang Winter Olympic Games.
Kim Yo-jong delivered an invitation from her brother for the South Korean president to visit Pyongyang at an early date for what would be a third inter-Korean summit. South Korea's special envoys are also carrying a written message from President Moon, which they may be able to deliver to the North Korean leader as early as Monday evening if Kim shows up to host dinner for the South Koreans. If and when that meeting is realized, it would mark the first time for any South Korean to meet Kim in person since he took power upon his father's death in late 2011. After the 2-day Pyongyang trip, President Moon's special envoys are to fly to the United States to brief officials about the outcome of their talks with the North Korean officials. Moon Connyoung, Arirang News at the Blue House.